G'day, this is John and Julianne. We're back again.
Hi.
And we're going to talk about something else. This time it's called IBS. It stands, it's an acronym, and it stands for, doesn't stand for International Banana Society or anything like that. It stands for something else, and Julianne's going to tell us what it stands for.
It stands for Irritable Bowel Syndrome. It's something that people get which isn't very comfortable, and they often make noises like that, but they try to not to make them in public. John, that's enough. Okay, so you're going to tell the story about the where we went one night when I had it.
Yeah.
And I had IBS. About
5 or maybe 7 years ago, we went to the Adelaide Festival of Arts, and there was a restaurant type thing one night called Fawlty Towers, yeah, and it was in a big hall, and all these tables set up in different groups. One table was the doctors, another table was the architects, and
what were we?
We were, I think we were the mentally insane table.
Or the IBSs.
The IBSs, the noisy bunch. Anyway, and anyway, they had all the characters. They had John Cleese, they had Manuel, and they had Sybil. And Manuel, all the cutlery, everything was wrong, just like Fawlty Towers, the cutlery was all wrong. Some people had 3 forks and no knife.
Manuel was pulling forks out of his
pockets and polish them up with his hanky if you didn't have something. The salt and pepper shakers were purposely loose, so when you put some salt on your meal, the whole thing would just fall in there. And the meal was pretty well fairly revolting. I mean, it was planned that way because it was supposed to be faulty. Everything was.
So we finally got our chicken and corn soup, and it was pretty revolting. But we all gulped it down because we were starving after all the mucking around they'd done. And then after a short time, my stomach started bloating up from the chicken and corn soup. This was part of the IBS. And so John and I made some excuses to our friends, and we made our way outside as quick as we got to the car, and put all the windows down, and I laid.
Why did you put the windows down?
I'll let you figure that out. And I laid my feet down, and I tried to lay on the stomach so I could relieve the pain in it, and so that was the way I had to get through dinner. And John,
I just want to explain something about this. Speaking of windows being down, the reason we used to travel around a bit, and sometimes if it was raining, you couldn't have the windows down because it was pouring. So I figured the only best way to breathe would be to. I had this, and then I had the window opened a little bit, and I could stick the end of this thing out the window. And I could very tight like this. And
anyway,
yeah,
so we better get moving. So anyway, we went back to the restaurant and made some excuses, and I was still feeling rather uncomfortable. I couldn't eat the rest of the meal because it probably would have happened again.
Anyway, after that we that went on for some time. Julianne could never eat what she wanted to eat, so she used to make this dreadful milkshake, not milkshakes.
I couldn't drink milk.
There were these green things that were made in a blender with spinach and broccoli and all this horrible green stuff.
Lettuce. I used to have lettuce sandwiches. And this guy at work used to write on my calendar a month later, 3 lettuce sandwiches today.
She said all this really yummy stuff. Anyway, then we started taking nutritional supplements, and in one form or another. And since then, Julianne, we can go out to a restaurant now, and I mean, I've never really had a problem with eating anything. Julianne can just eat whatever she wants to, really, can't you?
Yeah, it's really nice.
And we don't have to race out to the car or drive around with the windows down or anything.
Snorkel on.
So there you go.
And we don't have to make all those green drinks anymore, so that's nice too.
Yeah, so.
And it's actually the supplement that we use is called Vima, and it's pretty yummy. And if you'd like to find out more information about it, it's on our, there's a page on our website. The website is vimamagic.com/IBS, of course. So you'll see that written up anyway. So we'll see you on our next video.
Yeah, I just want to say that I am going to make a short video about the new energy drink that's coming out. It's called Verve, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Apparently it tastes beautiful like Passiona. Australians would know what that means. And I can't wait for that, because I really, what I'm doing is using a lot of energy, which I'll explain about in another video. So I'm really looking forward to that, and it's nice talking to you guys.
Okay, bye.
See you
Have
later.
a good day or
Bye.
evening. Bye.